Our first step is going to be to remove the tunnel brace. We'll need to do this so we can drop the exhaust. So we'll remove the bolts going across it, and then we'll need to loosen up some of these splash shields in order to remove it completely. Next, we're going to remove the exhaust. Your steps might vary a little bit. This car had an aftermarket downpipe on it. So we'll remove this nut that holds the exhaust to the transmission. Now we're going to loosen up the connection to the downpipe. Next, unbolt the hanger by the rear differential. At the back, remove the connector for the exhaust valve actuator. Now remove the two brackets that hold the rear hangers. Remove the back half of the exhaust from the vehicle. This will give us access to start working on the rest of the splash shields and the big heat shield covering up the driveshaft carrier. You shouldn't have to remove the side splash shields completely, just loosen up their middle attachments enough to sneak the big heat shield out. Now we're going to cut off the old carrier frame. We'll make two cuts, one on each side. Now unbolt the frame from the body, then use a razor blade to cut all the way around to remove the frame from the rest of the bearing. Now use a razor blade to cut off the center rubber rib, leaving the base layer of rubber intact. Now we'll install the new carrier. Take the top half and put the bushing in it and put it over the top of the bearing, text facing forward, then bring the bottom half up to meet it and connect the two together with the Allen bolts. As you tighten the bolts, switch back and forth from left to right so the bolts don't bind in the holes. A small gap may form between the two bushings. This is normal. Now you'll take your bolt, put a fender washer on it, an isolation damper facing up, go up into the carrier, bring another isolation damper down from the top, and then put your small washer on the very top. Same thing on the other side, bolt, fender washer, isolation damper up through the carrier, another isolation damper down from the top, and a small washer on the very top.